Good evening, and welcome to the Friday's edition of the Regional News. Trinidad and Tobago is requesting the U.S. government amend the terms of a license authorizing the joint development of a promising offshore gas field with Venezuela, the Caribbean nation's energy minister said. The United States in January issued a 2-year authorization for the Trinidad and a group of companies, including Venezuelan state-run oil firm PDVSA and Shell, to revive the dormant project that would help Trinidad boost gas processing and export to its neighbors. However, the U.S. authorization for the Dragon project near the maritime border between the two nations bans any cash payments to Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's government or its state companies. Trinidad Prime Minister Keith Rowley and Energy Minister Stuart Young met U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris last month in Washington to explain the proposed changes. Brazilian President Luiz Lula da Silva said he will appoint the lawyer who defended him against grave accusations, Cristino Zanin, to a vacant Supreme Court seat. Lula confirmed the widely expected appointment in a press conference in Brasilia, saying it was quote-unquote not only because of his lawyer role in his defense, but simply because I think that Zanin will become a great justice of the Supreme Court. Zanin would replace Justice Ricardo Lewanski, who retired in April, making him Lula's first nominee to the top court since taking office in January for the third non-consecutive term. Rastafari gains sacramental rights to marijuana in Antigua and Barbuda, on the same ground where the enslaved ancestors were forced to plant sugarcane. Rastafari on this small island nation are now legally growing and smoking marijuana. For Rastafari, the practice brings them closer to the divine. But for decades, many have been jailed and endure racial and religious profiling by law enforcement because of their marijuana use. The government of Antigua and Barbuda sought to right that wrong. The Twin Islands recently became one of the first Caribbean nations to grant Rastafari authorization to grow and smoke their sacramental herb. Quote-unquote, "We're more free now," said Ras Tashi, a member of the Ras Freedom Foundation for the Ununification of Rastafari, who was arrested several times for growing cannabis but refused to plead guilty because to him it's a God-given plant. Rastafari elsewhere are pushing for similar religious protections. Experts and stakeholders think that Antigua and Barbuda law could give a boost to these efforts worldwide at a time when public opinion and policy are continuing to shift in favor of medical and recreational marijuana use. Under the same law change, the island government also decriminalized the use of marijuana for the general public. In addition to the expansive religious use granted Rastafari, people outside the faith can grow 4 cannabis plants each and possesses up to 15 grams. Thank you for watching. I'm TIANA.